Well, here we are on YouTube. Ryan, how you doing?
Pretty good, Nathan. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired, so I'm wiping away the tears of tired, and I'm good.
All right. Well, we'll just do this. This song might wake you up. The time of this recording, there was the unfortunate and terrible passing of the Foo Fighters drummer, Taylor Hawkins. Unfortunately, had passed away. Don't know the details. It doesn't matter. It's a loss to both the band and his family, of course. So it's just really, I would say, bad timing. But I mean, I'm really excited that Dave Grohl apparently did a heavy metal album, and this single was just released like a day ago. So like literally just before Taylor's passing.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know if who's on this album regarding Wikipedia doesn't even have a link to this, like who plays on the album or anything. I don't. So let me know in the comments below. So I don't know if Taylor's on the drums, like collaborated with Dave on this. I part of me is kind of feeling terrible to react to, but one really has nothing to do with the other, unfortunately. But it's just I really like heavy metal, and apparently what I saw. So the Google phone has like, you might be interested in this type of news story because of it knows what you do on your phone. This came up. It was like Dave Grohl's album or side project called Dreamwood. It was apparently heavier than people anticipated. So I'm like, ooh, interesting. And I like the Foo Fighters. I'm not a fan, but the songs I've listened to or heard, like, no, they're good. It's good rock and roll. It's good stuff. So I'm kind of curious to hear a metal version of Dave. Okay. So that's all I know about this. I didn't even know this existed until like 5 hours ago. So yeah, it's track 2 on the debut album, Dream Widow. And rest in peace to Taylor, and of course, peace be to the band and Dave. I know he lost another friend. So yeah.
Let's give a listen. Right. If my video cuts out halfway through, it's because my battery is about to die on my camera.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go.
I can feel the black wind blowing cold. I can feel the red blood flowing cold. I can feel my black heart going cold. I can feel my dead skin growing cold.
Is that Dave Grohl singing?
Yeah, that's Dave Grohl. Yeah.
Before me, her eyes begin to wait. growing cold. I can feel my dead skin growing.
That's fun. I enjoyed that. That's right up my. Speaking of wheelhouses from other video, this is right up my wheelhouse. I love it. You can tell Dave had a little bit of fun. You know, like I would say that he's not taking himself seriously because he's a serious musician, but he's never done, as far as I know, like this type of heavy metal type sound. Like he's done Foo Fighters, of course, he was Nirvana, and there were some parts of this where it sounded like Black Sabbath meets Nirvana meets Alice in Chains.
Yeah,
I think
I was gonna say two of those bands.
Yeah, and that's great. He's allowed to rip himself off. He's from Nirvana, but there was parts that it's like if Nirvana was a heavy metal band. I don't think that was a single. I just randomly picked that. I guess I thought it was a single, meaning I think they released like 5 or 6 songs all at once on one day. So, anyways, well, it's still cool. We just listened to a song from the album. It's definitely enough that I'm going to listen to the album now. I want to hear this album in its entirety, so I'm going to put that on my iTunes. That's easy for me to do. Dave Grohl is just a really cool guy, cool musician. I think this sound is more my wheelhouse than Foo Fighters. Like, again, Foo Fighters has some really good songs, but I definitely love the heavy metal sound. And I quickly wanted to see who was in the band. So Dave does the majority. So Dave Grohl did the vocals, guitar, bass, and drums on the album. But he does have people. Jim Rhoda of Fireball Ministry who's on lead guitar, though, and then Oliver Roman and Rami Jaffe on keyboard. So it sounds like this is really a Dave Grohl type project. He's just that prolific, you know. Right. He does the vocals, bass, drums. So he's probably just getting that metal fix out of him, because you can't play the Foo Fighters can't do that sound. You know, that's not the Foo Fighters. And yeah, what did you think?
It's definitely your wheelhouse here. This is, your domain, because it's Dave Grohl. I don't know him hardly at all other than the appearances I've seen him in Foo Fighters here and there. Meaning, like, I don't even know Foo Fighters that well. So, like, to like chime in here on what I know, I don't know anything about this. As far as how it sounded, do you want me to be honest here? Do you want me to
Oh, boy, here you go again. Boy, we're going to take a break after this video.
It sounded like metal. Like, there wasn't anything there that was like, whoa, what's this? Like, and usually I think Dave Grohl has a sound that is very, you can tell that he's a musician. And here I just felt like this particular song, maybe there's other better songs in the album.
Oh, probably.
This particular song just sounded kind of like metal song.
Yeah.
So it didn't like make me go, wow, this makes me want to listen to more. It just made me think, like, are all the songs kind of like this, or does he explore a little bit more? Yeah, that's my big question with this album. Is there more here than what we're hearing, or is it kind of all like this?
I would say there's more. I would think it's probably a 10 or 12 track album. I don't think they're all the same tempo. It's a slower tempo. I was hoping for more of a faster tempo. So I would suspect there's probably a song that has a quicker tempo. I'm just looking at the titles here. There's a couple that I wish we did instead. I've just seen this one that's 7.5 minutes long. I bet you we get some different stuff there, some different explorations of sound. That was more of the grudge, or sludge metal sound. I don't think every song would be just that pace. I would suspect so that's probably its downfall. I just, like I said, I did Dream Widow, and that's the first one that came up on YouTube. So I mistakenly thought it might have been a single, but I'm looking at the Foo Fighters official website, and they've released like 7 or 8, 9, 10 songs from this album. So on their YouTube. So I think I just randomly picked a song. So probably not the best one to maybe lead into, but at the same time, that's okay, because I don't think the songs would be worse than this one on the album. If that makes sense.
I just wanted to be clear. Like, I'm not saying I don't like this song. I was just like, as far as the song goes, it sounds a lot like a lot of other songs, and so I kind of expect Dave Grohl, and maybe not. Maybe he's just going like, I'm just tired of doing the same sound all the time. I want to explore back, my roots a little more, and that's probably more likely, and that's fine.
He's scratching an itch. I think he's definitely scratching an itch here.
Yeah, absolutely. So he has every right to do that, and I'm not going to stop him or anything. It's just, is it something that I'm like, oh yes, I'm not on board yet.
Okay. Thank you so much for everyone watching. Yeah, that's fine. This is more of a curiosity thing. I didn't know what to expect either. I'm not surprised by the sound either. Like, I'm not surprised. When I heard it, I was, oh yeah, this is what I would expect Dave Grohl to maybe do. This is definitely, maybe in the comments below, before I get into the album, maybe in the comments below, tell us which song Nathan and I should do. Yeah, in the comments below, tell us which song we should really listen to that would maybe change Nathan's mind and reestablish my love of metal. There you go. There you go. We'll do that. We'll leave that to the comments below. How's that sound, Nathan?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
See you in the next one.